Hi Trish.
Hello, how are
Hi.
you?
Really well. It's been a long time since we've seen each other.
Yes, it has been a long time.
So thank you for this catch up. I'm here
Oh,
with
my
John,
pleasure.
and we just thought we'd get an update on how the children are in the village, how you're all doing over
Mm.
there. How are they coping at the moment with this lockdown that you have in South Africa?
Yeah, well, I don't know how much you know about the lockdown in South Africa, but it has been pretty intense. It's starting to loosen up a little bit now, but from about the middle end of March, it was complete lockdown. And actually, our kids coped really well. The teachers, there was no school, so that shut down. But the teachers had a whole lot of work sets prepared for them, so they actually just carried on their schoolwork with their moms helping them. And the moms actually found it an amazing time. I was just chatting to our social worker now, and she was saying it was such an incredible time to really find out what the kids love. You know, the moms feel like they really know their children that much more because they've had this uninterrupted time with them. And so, which kids love music, which kids love dancing, which kids excel at hockey or soccer. They played a lot of soccer. The two older boys were also home, you know, Toko and Mbongeni.
Yes, yeah.
They're so often out and with friends or working, but they were at home. So the kids loved playing on the field with Toko, Mbongeni, and Biggie. They spend a lot of time riding bikes, which is so nice because sometimes there's just, it seems crazy, but with school and then chores and, you know, reading, and there's not always that uninterrupted playtime. So they spent a lot of time riding their bike, and actually kept on the correct pace with their schoolwork. So when the teachers were able to come back about 6 weeks ago, they didn't miss out any time. They hadn't fallen behind. They could just kind of pick up where they were
Pick
at.
up where they left it. That's
Actually,
great.
even though it's hard for some of us, because like I haven't gone into the village, our village administrator, the social workers didn't go in, but for the kids and the moms, they actually coped very, very well.
Fantastic. That's great news to hear that they're coping. And I think a
Yeah,
lot of people found that they had, special bonding moments with their family
exactly,
and the
exactly.
children. It has changed things a lot. So
It
of
has,
course
hasn't it?
it really has. And
Mm.
of course we're really disappointed from this end at Pearly that we had to cancel our annual golf day. And
Mm.
we know that brings around €20,000 a year when
Mm.
we set up the golf, that goes towards the funding of the village. So how
Yeah.
have you been coping with the fundraising side of things?
Yeah, it's obviously it was a bit of a hit. Of course, it was a hit because we value that money so much, and it kind of spreads out throughout the year and just kind of covers costs in all areas. We are very fortunate that we have a food company, Spar, that's come on board, that
Great.
covers all the food costs. So at least we knew every single month our children were going to be fed and they were going to be taken care of from their moms. Then from like a salary side, we did approach the South African government, who had a COVID kind of relief fund set up. So because there were missed opportunities and funding from like places like yourself, we were able to receive some of that funding. And otherwise, we've seen people be creative in different ways to generate those. I know you guys, you're forever, even if it wasn't the golf day, with the like sales of things or dress up days. Those things do oftentimes, we have a bit of a stockpile that keeps us through. So we felt it a little bit, but not so much that we weren't able to pay the bills. If that's
Fantastic. That's great news. That's great news. And is
mm.
there any can you see an end to the lockdown imminently?
It does feel like it's a never ending. It does feel like it's going to be a long journey forward. A lot of our funding, particularly with events like with the golf day, requires groups of people to be able to meet together.
For sure.
You know, we have a dinner that was supposed to happen where we showcase the village and we invite people into the village and we really say, come guys, get behind us. And obviously that's also unable to happen. And we don't even know if that's going to be allowed in 6 months, 8 months, 10 months time. So from that side, it does feel like where, you know, from a gathering side, where's the end? But from a school side, the school is back up and running. Our social workers are working, our village administrator is working, and we're allowed to go down to the village. So I think some of the things might be on hold for a while, but for the kids, normal life has adapted enough that it doesn't feel like they're still in lockdown. We actually had the little girls had a ballet class at the village for the first time. Normally they go out to ballet lessons. They had a teacher come in and teach them ballet. So we're kind of, people are being willing to get creative to allow us to still kind of give the best care that we possibly can to the kids.
That's fantastic news, Trish. And please send all our love from here, from all of us at Pearly Grey and over here in Tenerife, to the kids and to the mums and to all of you lot for doing such a fantastic job. And hope to catch up with you really soon.
Yes, definitely. I must send some photos. There's a new little girl that arrived only about a few weeks before lockdown, a little Akona. So I must send some photos of her.
Yes, we'd love to see her. Yeah.
Little 2-year-old. She's very sweet. So we'll send updates of her soon.
Thank you. Listener, thank you for taking time out of your busy day with your children. You've got Beatrice now, who's 2. And you've got the little one who's
little Evelyn. I'll just show you. She's keeping herself occupied here while we chat.
Cute. Hey. Look at her.
So yeah, we've been busy in lockdown, but it's been lots of fun.
Oh well, listen, lovely to speak to you, and take care.
You too. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to chat. Really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.